Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night, unless you're a South Carolina Gamecock fan, because I'm pretty sure they just lost. And but I'm going to move on from that. I'm going to move on from that. I'm going to have a good evening. At least my rugby team didn't lose. So, there's that. We'll discuss all that in just a minute. If this is the first time you've listened to the show, I don't know where you've been, but I am so glad you're here. I'm being cursed out in Gaelic, I think, right now. So, but we'll get to that in a moment. On today's show, we are going to say goodbye to one of our own. And he's probably not listening, but we're going to say goodbye to him anyway. We're going to talk Loki Season 2. Best Buy has something interesting about to happen that at least two of us are very interested in. We're going to talk about that. And someone saw Bigfoot from a train. We're going to talk about that. The video's out there. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. We're also going to talk video games, Netflix, Dragon Ball's new trailer, just a ton of things. But before we get to all that, let me tell you how to be a part of the show. Text line 71307. If you would like to start your text with Flaccid with as many C's as you like, or, put S's in there. I don't care. Do that. As many as you can so that Tara sees it Monday morning when she comes in. So I appreciate that. Also, we are live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and the X. And here's how you do that. To do all those things, you either go to the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. Joining me on today's show is a guy whose rugby team lost. Odie.
Buongiorno.
Yes. He's very not pleased about that. Also, there it is.
15 men in green jerseys walked onto a pitch in the Stade de France in Paris today, and they lost.
And they lost. They did. They lost. Cameron's here.
Hi-oh.
And Matthew's here for just a little while, but he's got to go.
What's up? I got to go play League of Legends later.
Yeah, so he's got a good reason. I mean,
well, is playing League of Legends a good reason? That more so sounds like self-hate than anything else.
All right, the fact that League of Legends is still a thing. Now, if it was just like in its heyday when it first came out,
League of Legends is still really as far as esports is concerned, it's still the biggest esport in the world.
All right, I'm learning. That's
Are you doing a training montage later?
No, we're playing.
This is his training montage.
This month
is
the Worlds, which is the self-explanatory, and so there's an in-browser or not in-client tournament that is held for League of Legends, and this month is Worlds Clash, which means
that's
four games instead of three, which means that when we start playing at 7:45, hopefully we'll be done by 1 a.m. So the sooner we start, the better.
Yeah, so what time? You're kicking off at 7:45, so that means you're going to vamoose out of here in about probably 9 minutes.
After our second break. I'll leave it like I live close-ish to our
that's like so sweet of you to stay here just for that length of time. Like, I mean it means so much to us that you came in and putting in the hard graft and the effort.
Yeah, he's bitter because his team lost. So,
I'm not.
Yeah, he's bitter.
I just want to make sure that I put in the effort.
Yes, put in the effort. Also, speaking of which, big surprise, and we're going to do this during our first break. Charlie from the Charlie James Show, 3 to 7 p.m.
The name for that?
I mean, it's award winning.
It was the same crew that taught at the Rob Brown Show.
Yeah. No, this one, this was probably the original naming because Charlie's been in a little bit longer.
Been in a bit longer.
And then I think Rob Brown said, "I want the people who named the Charlie James Show to come and name the Rob Brown." That's how that is how that works.
I'm learning such good history now.
You are radio history, award-winning radio history. So Charlie James, who can be heard right here on WORD 3 to 7 Monday through Friday. And I have secured him for one song at least for the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special.
Oh boy.
Not going to tell you what it's going to be. Not going to tell you, but we've had those discussions. So we went and had our pre-show meal. We came back and we're setting things up, and in walks Charlie. And Odie knew he was coming. I didn't. So it was a big surprise for me. So we had a conversation like a week ago about scones. And Charlie had posted something, and I said, it looks like a biscuit to me. And so Charlie came in and said, "So you've never had a scone before?" "No, I have not."
Yep.
So he's like, well, I'm going to make some fresh ones. I was like, well, I would like some of those.
They were so fresh, I could actually smell the type of oven that
Yeah.
he used to cook them. That's how
Yeah.
fresh they
Oh,
were
wow.
when they
He
came in.
also
Yeah.
brought in
Mhm.
some of that butter that Odie was talking about.
If you're going to put any butter onto your scone, it needs to be the one and only Kerrygold. It's almost as awesome as the Irish rugby team who lost today. So
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yes.
no, not sponsored at all. Not even slightly.
It's not, but I can't wait to try that. So I'm going to try a scone and the butter that you've talked about. That butter better be good. I know the scones are good because they smell good.
Well, it's a better bit of butter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. So the butter is bitter.
Well, if the butter is bitter, then we need to go and buy a better bit of butter. Now, Betty is a good one for buying the butter because when Betty buys the butter, she doesn't buy bitter butter. She buys better butter. But sometimes she'll mix the bitter butter in with the better butter to make the bitter butter better.
I'll have to pick up a Betty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we are going to try that during the break. So I've never had a scone before. Cameron, I don't believe has had a scone before.
I probably haven't.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
we're going to go with
I've eaten a lot of
too many
things.
blows to the head in football and wrestling, and he can't recall if he's had scones before. I know I have not, but I am also a
Who are you?
person who's had many concussions, so I could have had scones, but I don't think so. But they smell really good. They really smell good. And he also brought in preserves. I mean, he brought in
butter, he brought in jam, and he brought in clotted
He brought in a
cream.
spread.
yes,
wow.
and he brought in forks.
We love
And
Charlie.
he brought in it's not paper plates, they're plastic. I mean, so Charlie just and the only thing he said he wanted back was the basket and the towel. And we'll make sure that he gets those.
That's a Kinsale towel. I could
Yes.
smell the
Yes.
fields of Ireland. Oh, my bed is gone. I could smell the fields of Ireland.
I will
Where's my music?
yes, I will take the basket and the towel into my office and secure it in there until Monday and then bring it in and put it in his studio so he can get it. Because I don't want anyone swiping the basket or the towel because the towel smells like the scones.
Yes, it does.
So I cannot wait.
So you're just going to go
try
into
those.
your office and you're just going to be sitting there
No.
sniffing a towel for the next 4 days.
See,
Excuse me, sir. I need to go sniff my scone towel.
All right, so Cameron will get this, and Matthew will get this also. I never have just one motive for doing anything.
Okay.
What's going to happen if I put that in my office?
It's going to live in your office for
No.
a day or
It's going
two?
to smell like scones. And you know who didn't get a scone? That would be Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show. Exactly.
Mhm.
See, I mean,
There it is.
I ain't smart, but I'm clever. And so, so I'm
Your
I'm doing that.
multifaceted
Yeah,
schemes
yeah.
of cruelty.
Listen.
You've got
it's-
such a pretty brain.
Yes, it's scheming.
It's a hateful
it's-
onion.
Yes,
It's a very hateful onion.
I am a master troll.
You know-
And, I mean, not everyone can say that, but I am absolutely a master troll.
You know the way they say that onions are the only food that can make you cry? Well, you see, I annoyed my wife, and coconuts can make you cry as well. She just hurled that from across the room.
Okay,
knew
all
that was
right.
coming.
So they'll make you cry.
Yeah,
okay.
it made me
specifically
cry.
you.
Yeah, made me
Okay, all
cry.
right, I got that.
She should have went with a pineapple.
All right. Before we move on to our break so we can actually try the scones, because I really want to try the scones. Before we do all that, let me just say that we have to say goodbye to one. My wife wants some of that butter.
She can have some of the butter.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well,
I'll
there's,
just,
there's enough butter for everybody.
yeah,
The
yeah,
best
well,
is that-
I'll find a way to transport the butter, not behind my ear.
No, see,
so-
we can do it here. And coincidentally, if you're listening in, you can go on to the live feed and watch us do the butter and the
Yeah,
scone.
yeah.
Yeah, which
You
we
can
have.
watch us butter our scones.
We
All right.
here at the Upstate Pulse are prepared to butter your scones as well.
Oh, I'm
We
pulling
had-
that. I'm pulling that.
We
That
had
was-
a text message
That was daggone sexy right there.
from 034, and he goes, "Flaccid switching to Facebook." I'm like, "You're flaccid. This maybe it's
No.
between
no.
flaccid
No,
and
no.
buttering my scones."
He's letting us know that he's watching on
Yeah,
Facebook.
he's watching on
now.
Facebook.
Yeah. So, before we go to break, I want to say goodbye to one of our own. He's probably not listening, but he might be. And if he
He
is, maybe
probably
he'll
is.
comments.
Everybody listens.
Many years ago, a guy started here and on WRD, and we brought him in for the Upstate Pulse because here's what I really like to do. I like to bring people on and give them a chance to do something that a lot of people don't get to do, and that's talk on the air. I love to do that because I didn't get that opportunity, and I want to. If I can provide that opportunity with someone, then I want to do that. And what are you playing music for?
I'm giving because it's a heartfelt. I'm giving you heartfelt music.
Is that heartfelt music?
He's setting the tone, Lonzo.
It sounds like we're getting ready to attack.
Maybe he's going on to attack.
All right, so all right.
Fine.
Well,
No,
he is a squire. So I mean, maybe that does fit. So Tim Holcomb brought him onto the show. Here's the thing: he's a sports guy, and if you don't know what that means, tune into the Fan Upstate. Rob Brown Show now in the mornings from 6 to 10. By the way, I'm there too.
Shameless plug.
I'm a with and an and. If you don't know what that means, then tune into the show. So he came onto the show, not big into the nerd culture, but he dips his toe in it a little bit. And so he was on the show for a while, and Cameron likes to take credit for calling him Squire, which he may or may not have. I don't know. Do you remember the exact circumstances when you named Tim Squire?
I think it was probably in a conversation between the two of you, and I named him Squire.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a Pappy naming, but he could have been dubbed Squire by Pappy, and that just sounds
Evening,
better.
Squire.
Yes. So
What, Squire?
And so Tim's last day was yesterday, and he said, "I guess I'm always going to be a squire." And I said, "Yes, you are. Yes, you are." Tim.
Evening, Squire.
We
Tim,
cannot grant you the rank of knight.
Other people have commented on his Facebook post, and you should too. But I just wanted to do it on the air and tell him that I really enjoyed my time with him and our time with him. Enjoyed him when he was on the show. And one of the reasons why he left was because of COVID, and everyone had to leave. So except for me, I was here by myself. But anyway, so I wanted to give him a proper send off on the show. And tell him that we enjoyed having him here, and he set a standard that I believe and I hope and I pray will never be broken. The worst song ever sung on the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. You can go ahead and start playing our bumper music as Ed Orgeron. It was so bad. He was in the other room. Everyone in this room begged me to make it stop.
We were dying.
So please make it stop, please. And so I let it go.
Sounds like prime quality content.
Yes. And I let it go because they wanted me to make it stop, and I did not. All right. During the break on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the X, we are going to try Charlie James's freshly baked scones. Cannot wait. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Voice. And let's butter our scones.
We got.
Here, Matthew, you go ahead and grab you one.
I'm going to get my scones buttered. Why do I keep going out of focus? What's wrong with me?
Here.
Wait a minute.
Is there more
Yes,
than one
they
plate?
are.
Is there more than one plate, or is that just one plate?
Looks like two.
No, is that two plates? Okay, well,
Oh, no, it is two. See there.
What are you doing? Why aren't you getting your scone?
I'm getting a scone. I got to do something here.
Gee, that is stuck together.
Yeah, it is. He only brought 3, so someone's not getting it. I won't use the plate because I'll just do it over trash can. Here's the butter and the other stuff.
No wonder our enemies on the move, because now's the time. They're not stupid. Stupid is the people who vote for Joe Biden.
I want to hop a pitamus for Christmas.
One. There's a knife. There it is. Oh, there's 2 knives. Like stuck together.
Yeah, can you guys get done so I can get in the scone?
Yeah, go ahead, Cameron. All right. There's a plate over here you can have, Cameron. Oh, you already got the plate, didn't you? Oh, did he hand you the plate?
No.
Oh, you got it. Here. Yeah. I'm not using the plate, so. Here, you can use my knife if you want the butter.
I'm waiting for you to get out of the way.
Okay, I'm trying to get out of the way. 'Cause we got. Why?
That's how you eat them.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it that way. Because I'm American. I don't have to do things your way.
Oh, you already took a bite? I thought we were going to take a bite together.
No, we're doing that on them. Okay. Yeah, but someone's got to do something. These are they're really good. They really are.
So we're just nomming or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We only got like a minute left in our break.
No. Came out good.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we launched it.
You could put in like the possum thing or something if you want to.
Put in the possum. No, I'm good. So, folks, I haven't had a scone in about 6 years.
That's crazy.
6 years. Oh my God.
Oh, good.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
good.
Oh man, I'm getting emotional. This is amazing. Oh my God. Charlie,
He's a good baker, it
I'm
seems.
welling up. I'm tearing
Let's
up here.
go.
This is amazing.
By the way, I'm loving the butter too. Butter's real good.
Oh my God.
It's not even like butter. It tastes like cream. Uh huh.
That is cream.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I like the cream. I can't believe it's not butter.
Because it's not.
Quality radio with our mouths full.
I'm sorry, I'm so uncouth that I didn't know.
We're here at the Upstate Pulse. It's trying to give you only the best quality content.
Exactly what he said. You put a promo in?
No.
Welcome to Mukbang with the Upstate Pulse.
And you're very welcome back to the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WRE, the voice of the Carolinas. I need to do this. I have to. It's been 6 years I've been living here in glorious, amazing South Carolina. I didn't realize what I was missing from Ireland until about 30 seconds ago. As you know, Charlie James brought in some scones, freshly made, homemade, with the love that only Charlie James can put into it. And I'll tell you folks, it brought a tear to my eye, eating what I can only describe as an Irish scone here in the middle of South Carolina.
All right, so Odie is saying I'm getting emotional over here, and I thought he was joking, but he looked pretty emotional.
Right.
Thank you
I
for
am.
finally getting that. I was going to be a bro and tell you that was there, but you know, I didn't want to interrupt your speech and tell you that you had
I had a clotted cream mustache.
Yeah, that's what that was. Okay,
That's exactly what that was.
okay.
What that was.
I gotta say that is my first scone, and I don't ever want another one in my entire life. So it's when you have something that tastes so good for the first time,
Yep.
you don't want to compare it to anything. So I don't know if I ever want, except for I want another one of those.
Yeah.
But
As I said, I just need to bring one home to the darling wife. Because she has never had one
I
either.
need to take one home to my wife.
Yeah,
So
if
that
there's-
I think there's 3 left. That leaves
Then
one.
I was going to say I want to take one home with me to eat while
There
I'm
you go.
playing.
I was about to say, I think Matthew and I should split it and take it back to our wives.
Yeah.
I've still got half of
Yeah,
one.
you do
Yes,
that.
of
You do that.
course.
You guys do that.
Our wives are very thin.
Actually,
They
I
don't
have
eat a
2
lot.
wives, so I'm going to need 2 portions.
There you go.
Well,
So
I have 3 wives.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
hey, this ain't Utah. All
This
right,
is the
so
Book of Mormon.
yeah. You said book.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a second because I.
Odie, hit
yeah.
the dump. You're after saying the word.
I gotta say,
The scones have compromised you.
just there for a moment. I had a moment of panic there.
See,
But-
here's the thing. I'm actually speaking in fluent Irish now, but because you've ingested Irish food, you can understand me perfectly.
Oh,
It's
okay.
true. That is how it works.
That's how it
okay.
works.
All right. So
Did
anyway,
someone cast tongues on the scones?
oh,
Those are
I
really
had
good.
an
Chris,
Irish friend
wait,
that I
wait,
could never
Chris-
understand back in college, and it wasn't until I had a scone for the first time that I
Wow.
finally understood what he was trying to say. And it was, you're a much nicer person than he was.
You see?
He hurt my feelings a lot.
So it's like in Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania when that jail dude like made him drink and then you understood afterwards. It's that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
holes.
it
Okay.
is. That's
All right. So
That's where we're dragging
apparently,
the joke out to
Chris
now.
says we were down for a while. Hopefully we weren't down while we were eating the scones.
we're
Maybe
back.
it was just him. So we're going. I'm talking about it on stream. So
Okay.
I'm glad we're back. And again, shout out to Charlie James. Those are really really good.
these are
And
great baker.
I don't know what to compare them to because it's first scone I've ever had. So
Charlie James has no rival in baking.
yes, we're gonna go with that. So I will never eat another one unless they're baked by Charlie.
If he needs an extra title, the unrivaled baker I think would fit him.
Hey Charlie, dude, just start a bakery. I mean,
Yes.
you know, you got time. You can do an award-winning talk show / bakery.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, he's in his own, like his own
we got
studios
room
over
in
there.
that corner right over there to just throw an oven. Easy.
Yeah, we do. Oh, first your rugby
Well,
team
I don't
loses,
care.
Wow.
I don't care.
and then you
I-
had
no,
a
I
joyful
don't.
scone, and
Nothing
then
can bring him
care.
down
Yeah,
after
well,
the
no,
scone.
nothing can bring me down. I'm not even talking on mic, so I could noob myself twice. I don't care. Here it is. Take it with pride. Oh, it feels so good. Yeah, that's it.
He definitely took it.
Yeah, he did. He took it.
Because it's 3-minute stations, 3 minutes.
Well, that was a very good American accent. I really enjoyed that. All right.
I really enjoy. Well, sit right back, Lonzo, and listen to the next thing coming up on tonight's show. News Talk 99 WRD, voice of the Carolinas.
The voice of the Carolinas.
No, see, man.
See, man, you should do that
can't-
for a living.
yeah,
You know,
he's
I'm
just-
thinking about it. Maybe
Like, I mean,
He's
like,
good.
I could try that. I could give it a try.
He's going to school for it.
maybe,
So, you know,
yeah, maybe like
yeah. So maybe after he graduates, you know,
Yeah.
maybe be able.
I
to
could
do
possibly see like news reading, maybe.
that. No,
I mean, you could do that.
no. He's not into that.
I don't know. That's pretty out of my wheelhouse.
He is. He's still eating the scone.
As my producer brain kicks in and goes, don't know, no.
No, that's okay. It's all right. You can eat on this show. We're all right. You're not supposed to eat in the studio, but you know, no one
We're not,
noticed.
we're
No
not
one
eating
know-
in the
I
studio.
didn't see anything.
There are no rules here. I'm going to
Well-
proceed to take off my shirt.
Yeah.
Okay,
ahead.
there's some rules, and that's one of
There's
them.
some rules.
Yeah,
All of
I
you will
dare
be
you.
blinded
I
so
dare
fiercely.
you.
And
all right.
Odie's producer head will kick in and just be like, no.
No, you just be like, how does that work? Why is that like that?
Let us
Moving on.
Let us move to some business for a second.
That's your business.
Yeah, first of all, Borderlands Comics and Games also, Rob Young, the guy who's over Borderlands Comics and Games, also is a great friend of the show and of me and everyone in this room, because I don't think he has met a person that he's not a friend of. Well, he's going to be on a show next week. And you may say, why is he coming on the show? Well, he sponsors it. And another reason is because he's a member of the show. He really is. And because there's something going on the following week, and that would be South Carolina Comic-Con Junior. And
He's a sword on to our.
yes, the cool thing about South Carolina Comic-Con Junior is you can also go. It costs $15 to get in. It is Sunday, October 29th, 11 to 6 p.m. And if you have kids, let's say you have octuplets, and those octuplets are all under 12 years old, guess what? They get in free. They do. If they're under 12, they get them free. So you can bring all your octuplets. They will all have a great time because of South Carolina Comic-Con Junior. It's not as big as the one in the summer. So it's a good starter con. Like Odie's never been to a con, so this is going to be his starter con, and he's going to get to go and see what it's like. And we want you all to be, we'll be there. And we'll say you're into Dungeons and Dragons. You can go there and you can buy some dice. You can buy all kinds of different like statues, pop figures, those plushy anime things, which I don't, they have a name for them, but I don't know what they're called. So I'm going to call them plushy anime things. And you can also get autographs signed, and you can watch artists actually draw in front of you, which is really cool. If you've ever seen a comic book and wonder, man, yeah, I bet a computer does that. No, someone draws them, and you can actually see them do it in person, and they'll even autograph it. So check it out. South Carolina Comic-Con Junior coming up October 29th, 11 to 6 p.m. at the Convention Center, downtown Greenville. It's real easy to find, real easy to get to, and you will have a good time. I guarantee it. Also, like I said, Rob will be on next week. The following week is our Halloween special, where Cameron and I will dress up and no one else will, because that's what happens every year. That's what happens every year. That's what happens.
Just pull back
every year.
Pull back on the reins there a little bit, and just slow it on down.
Okay.
Get off your horse
All right,
and drink
all right.
your milk. Okay, like I mean, I dress up every day.
I also want to talk about how gracious I am to talk at length so everyone else can finish their scones. You're welcome. I mean, that's.
I mean, I was going to do that whether you
I know
talked
you
it
were.
or not.
I know you were. So check out South Carolina Comic Con Jr. or go to Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. But I cannot wait for Rob to be on the show next week, so we're going to ask him a bunch of questions about that and everything in general. And next week, someone's facing the Nerf wall.
Oh.
Yes, someone's facing the Nerf wall.
So obviously it's me because you're staring at me.
I'm looking at
you're
you
peering into
because
my
for
soul.
some reason you get all worried about it. We were
Do
out to
I
eat.
actually have any?
You didn't pick.
Okay,
so,
I was going to say.
So some would say, well, that means Matthew has to go get. No, he wasn't here, and I decided
Peering
to pick anyway.
into my soul.
So Rob will be here next week. Hopefully the big gun's been fixed because someone's facing the wall.
Who's facing the wall?
And shooting at someone.
Who's facing the wall?
There will be a person. I will tell you who it will not be. It will not be. Well, we already know it's not going to be Matthew. It will not be Rob Brown.
Of course it won't.
Yes,
be Rob
it will
Brown,
not
'cause
be-
He won't
I
be
know-
here.
That's the worst news I've heard all day.
I want to go ahead and get that out of the way. It will not be Rob Brown. I tell you what I do. When we come back from the break, I'm going to tell you who's facing the wall. So during the break, you can speculate. You can comment. Text line 71307. Hit us up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Who do you think's facing the wall?
Maybe I just won't press the button and then we can't go to break.
You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. I can walk over there
I
and
can
push
just
a button.
keep talking. I can just, like, my mic is still up, still talking, still doing all the stuff, even though the...
That was a good bit. I like that.
Sorry, Chris. I mean, I want him on that wall. Here's the thing. He tied for first place with someone in the room.
It was me. He tied with me.
Yeah, well, he didn't pick, but so we know it's not him.
Matthew did so well, he didn't even pick, and he still won.
You see,
Yeah.
I thought
but
you
you know
would
what?
finish
I'm just built
live.
different. What can
Well,
I
that's
say?
why I
Here's the
started
other thing.
talking,
Not
looking on
playing
the
is
horizon.
winning.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is
You're
technically
good.
true.
You're good.
There is technically
Somebody
only
else
one
walked
loser.
all over us.
Yeah, well, he caught himself.
It's
He
not about
caught
who wins.
himself. I mean,
It's about who loses.
yeah, well, there's that. That's true. Although winning's kind of cool too. That means you're
sure,
better
but we
than
never,
everybody
but
else.
Nobody even knows who won anyway. We
Yeah,
just talk about
I do.
loss.
My one and only loss was the most spectacular of losses, which means I'm technically really the winner.
Are you sure?
Because I picked
No,
everything wrong.
I will tell you, the person who lost this time picked them
Got
all wrong.
everything
Yes,
wrong.
yes.
Welcome to my level of legendary.
I forgot that you did that.
Yeah.
Did you forget he was leaving?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for coming for the half hour, though.
Oh,
That was
definitely.
cool.
I wanted to
That's
hop in.
obviously worth it for you because you got to get a scone.
Exactly. A scone and a half.
I can't help it, dudes. I wish Rob would not. Rob even asked me,
what
"Do
I
you want
do,
me to
just
mess
say
up on
everything
purpose?"
very vague.
I was
It's
like, "No, I don't
yeah,
want you
just
to
pop
mess
in
up
the
on
station,
purpose.
did
If
the
you
show
lose,
for
you
30 minutes,
lose."
got a scone.
He's going to have a bad day. I mean, we're doing the morning show now, and he's going to get really tired one day. I'm going to find out that he stayed up really late, like the Tuesday after Monday Night Raw, and then we'll pick that day, and he'll be out of it, and he'll mess up.
Do we hire extra people
Hey, Trey.
for that particular Nerf wall?
No. it's
Do we
not
bring in
necessary.
people?
No.
Do we have a contest?
One
bring
streak
in-
has been ended when Cameron lost. Another streak. And by the way, you did lose once before. And I remember why you didn't face the wall. Because it was for the Christmas special. And I faced the wall because
Four left.
is there 4 left?
Yeah.
Well, that works out good. And because I didn't want, if you recall, I didn't want Santa Claus on the wall.
Here's the thing.
That's why I faced the wall.
Here's the thing. We could have just scooted over that.
Yeah, well, I remember.
Also, still had the longest streak. out of
No,
anybody.
because you weren't on the wall. I mean, and that was, I don't remember the year
Or
that
just
was.
from-
No. It wasn't like that was last year.
I'm bringing home two. You can bring home one.
I'm not going to tell you. All right. No, look, Matthew. No, move your head that way.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can see that.
See what?
You're doing whatever you're doing under the table there.
Yeah, I was pointing your way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
You know. Get out.
Don't worry. I'll be sure to listen to your Abhorrent reaction.
It will be abhorrent.
Abhorrent.
That's,
At least it's
yes, yes. Okay.
I have rehearsals next Saturday night, and I can't come into the show.
So we're just gonna like kidnap him at that point, right? We're just gonna throw him in the trunk.
Kidnap who?
Him.
Why would we
Meryl's
do?
got plenty of room, right?
In the trunk, it's a big trunk.
Yeah.
It really is. And you shouldn't say what car I'm driving because I don't normally say that. And
In the Corvette.
yeah. Well, it's too late now.
In
What are you
the El
doing,
Camino.
man? Where's your head?
I don't know where my
Where's
head's at.
your
Where is
head
my
at?
mind?
See, you won't wear my mind. I won't. Where's my head at? Where's your head at?
Yeah, I don't know that
Where's your
song.
head? Yeah, you do.
Do I? Who's it from?
Fat Boy Slim.
I only know one Fat Boy Slim song.
Okay.
Why is his name
Did he
like
do,
that? Is
did he
that
do
his-
Funk Soul Brother?
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Right about now.
Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. Funk Soul. Oh, look, we're back. Do I have a bed up? Yeah.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron. Matthew has left the building.
No, they're not welcome back because I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, Matthew has left the building,
Yeah,
much
He
like
stole a scone
Elvis.
and left.
Much like
Yeah.
Elvis. He just showed up for the scones and now he's gone. He ate one and he took one with him for his family.
Like the
And
panda.
yeah, he did. So no, Matthew had some important esports stuff to do.
Yep.
Which is perfectly acceptable on this show.
Don't care anymore. Whatever.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you want to know
No, they don't. They don't.
who is going to face the Nerf wall?
Lolo, listen to this music. It's so cool. Wow.
One person didn't get a single one right. Didn't get one right.
So what
at
you were
all.
saying is this person that didn't get a single one right, not only did they not get one right, but they didn't get any right. So they are the best at getting it wrong.
No, they tie Matthew, who's the best because he's the first one to ever not get a single one right.
No, it doesn't matter.
I will tell you that Rob Brown won with the most. Yeah, but it wasn't what you think it was. He went 3-2. There was only 5.
Okay.
So he went 3-2. And the person who tied him at the top
It was probably Lonzo because I'm amazing and I'm Lonzo and I know all of the WWE.
is to my left. That would be
Oh,
Cameron.
Sorry, I
Cameron.
take all that back.
Yes,
Lonzo. I
Cameron.
love you, really.
Cameron was the one who
Ooh, I'm Cameron.
That's a pretty good impersonation. Oh, I'm Cameron. I know everything.
all right, so I think there's only been 2 people to face the big gun of Rob Young, the Gatling gun, the wind-up gun, and
The
that
minigun of
yeah,
Rob Young.
yeah,
the exalted Rob Young.
the I ain't got time to bleed, the Jesse Ventura gun,
Gonna have
Predator.
me some fun.
Predator,
Gonna
yeah.
have me some fun.
No, Chris.
just want
LexCorp is
facts.
not protecting Rob Brown. He's just, I think he looks at the Vegas odds.
I
It's
kind
the,
of wish.
It's the Matt Tomlinson method.
I kind of wish
yeah.
that LexCorp would protect somebody else.
Well, if he was going to protect someone, you think he'd be protecting the person who's been here longer than anybody else. That's the person facing the wall.
What?
That would be me. Yes. I didn't get a single one right. I went 0-5.
So when you were pointing at me earlier
I was
on,
pointing at me. Yeah. This is me pointing
All
at
right.
me.
it's a great. See, I thought.
See, to go one way, you got to go back the other way.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I did that. So you would,
Ah.
yeah. Again, as we pointed out earlier in the show, clever over here. I am.
Today is a good day.
I'm not
again.
clever enough to pick a single one right because there's one person here that only picked one right,
Yes.
and that would be Odie.
Yes.
Yes. So the one he picked right beat me, or there would be a tie.
Was it Finn Balor?
No, actually Finn Balor
It's
lost.
the only one.
No, Finn
It's
Balor
the only
lost.
one I was looking up.
Yeah, Finn Balor lost. So, but if we had to go to the roll of the 20-sided dice, I'd be in trouble because Odie rolled a nat 20 the
Yep.
very first
The
time he
luck
ever
of
picked
the
one up.
Irish is real.
Yes,
Potatoes.
it is. So I will be facing the Nerf wall next week. And hopefully Rob's got his gun fixed because Odie hasn't got to see what he.
Rob has got a
Yeah.
gun.
I'll reach out to Rob and see if the gun is actually. I think he didn't have any batteries. I think that's what it was. So we'll make sure that
it's broken beyond repair. Just put some batteries in.
All right, Chris.
Okay,
Chris asked if I'm sacrificing myself for Rob. No, I would not take a bullet for Rob. I would for my child. No.
Except you didn't, because when he was against the wall, you didn't take a bullet from him.
I am not willing to cheat to get Rob on the wall, and you guys want me to do that. I'm not. I want him to lose fair and square. You know why? Because that will hurt him more, knowing that someone outpicked him.
Do you think then that it won't be a case that the Nerf darts hurt him? It is the pride, the fall of Rob. Will that hurt him more?
Oh, if he faces the wall, we're bringing out the big guns.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're doing that.
Oh, okay.
All right. On the stream, Scott says, evening, guys. For those looking for a great weekend of tabletop gaming, consider attending the inaugural Mythic Con convention in Charlotte, November 10th through the 12th. This is our first year under our new name, as the previous name of Mace has been retired following last year's ultimately untimely loss to cancer of founder and organizer Jeff Smith, the best gaming convention in the Carolinas. So check that out. If you're into tabletop gaming, go to a Mythic Con in Charlotte. I'm sure he will remind us again in the next couple weeks. We need to go ahead and take our break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about Best Buy and what's about to happen at Best Buy. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Hey, man, that's what I do.
I really thought that was me.
I mean, that's what I do.
I know.
You think I'm not good at my job? I mean, come on.
I never said you weren't good at your job. I was saying other things about you.
I would say I know, but I'm cheating.
By the way,
because I know you too much.
I'm a wrestling fan. So
Yeah, I know.
no, Cameron used math. That's what he did. That's how he knew. He used math.
No, he did. No.
Yes, he did. He did.
I'm not even half accepting
That's
that.
how he figured it out. He used math.
What, to figure out that he didn't get it, or he didn't get got, or I don't know.
Explain to him how you figured out.
I mean,
We were sitting there eating, and you figured out it wasn't you.
you also were carrying yourself in like a very specific way.
Like how?
All right.
All right, there's also a giveaway. Usually you can tell I'm getting shot if I bring the big gun so I can use the mask.
Yes.
But I didn't today. And you didn't wonder why I didn't, why I did that. Because I wanted to wait till next week till Rob's here.
Okay.
Because our sponsor enjoys the Nerf wall. So, you know.
It's one of the things that he gets to enjoy.
Yes, he does.
As being the sponsor.
Because before COVID, he bought that big gun just for this.
I was about to say, Rob has not lost once. I was out because I lost last time. And then it's between you and Odie.
Here's how he figured it out. Because the only way he could have been in it is if he tied. And I said there was no tie.
But then,
As soon as I said there was no tie,
that's not math.
he
then.
knew
That's
it is.
How is it?
It's deduction.
It's Bauer's
so deduction is
yes.
not math.
Well, it is, but that's
deduction
subtraction.
It's not Steiner math because he figured it. Well, maybe.
Man, if I was doing Steiner math half the time.
Yeah, you need to wear that.
I should probably not be working where I'm working.
I think I have a chainmail. It's a fake chainmail thing, but I get
Cameron, why have you got solar flare? I want solar flare.
Well, you'd have to turn around and come over there.
What?
I got
Because
it too. I got it too. Oh no, you got flare on the window back there. That's just a big thumbprint. That's a thumbprint on the camera.
It's not. That's solar flare. Put your hand up there. See, look, it disappears. See?
I thought it was funnier if it was a thumbprint.
It would have been funny.
I got solar flare, man. Oh no, wait, my thumbprint is on.
Stop with a solar flare. If you do solar flare, no one in here can see.
Here's the thing. I'm just that heavenly.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Yeah, Trey, you missed it, man. We had the scones.
We did.
We ate the scones.
Yes. Charlie brought them in. He made a trip over here.
Specifically, just to Atlanta, go some scones.
Yeah, what he said. ocean and stuff.
So
Ocean.
scones, where are they originally from? Are they originally from Ireland or is it some?
Oh, they must be from Great Britain.
I don't. No.
You can look it up.
No.
I mean, you guys both have computers. I mean, well, no, let Odie look it up. This is part of his job.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so look up and
I was
find
about to say
out.
I'm talent. I don't have to do that.
Yeah. That's right. You're talent.
By the way, that's just the running joke we've had today. I'm not that arrogant.
Aha! I will take it. Scotland.
This is
Yes.
so it's neither.
Alright.
But at
It's
least
neither.
it wasn't the
It's-
English.
At least it wasn't
It
English.
was not the English.
There
It
we
was
go.
the
There
Scotland.
we go. All right. So apparently scones are Scottish, but the English and the Irish decided it was good, and so it was.
Yes, it was. And the good Lord looked upon the Scots and said, I shall give you scones. Scones shall be distributed towards the English and the Irish, because the good Lord was British. And no, he wasn't. No, he was,
Hebrew.
music.
Man, you are
Sons.
having some issues.
No.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here. Having a good time on a Saturday night. I mean, we just had the most delicious scones that Charlie James brought into us. Odie heard good news even after his rugby team lost. He will not be facing the Nerf wall. I will.
Yeah.
And that's, I haven't been on the wall in a while. And I went through a time where it was me almost every time.
And then we had Tim.
And then we had Tim, and it was
Every
him
single
almost every time.
time.
By the way, Tim isn't gone. Tim he's still posting stuff to the Upstate Pulse, and he's still a member of the Upstate Pulse. He's having to run Furman right now, and he was here all day. And
It's on hiatus.
he will definitely be here for the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special, and hopefully show up some more after football season is over. He will get back on his rotation of being here every other week, hopefully. So there you go. So and Matthew was here, showed up for the scones, and he left because it was esports time and League of Legends. And forgot to ask him what character that is
Who's
his
your
go-to.
main, bro?
Yeah, who's your main? What'd you say?
Your
Bro.
main?
Who are you
Your
maining, or who's your
Yeah,
main?
your main.
Maining. Who are you maining?
I don't have a mane. I've got a luscious beard.
Okay, well, I've got a main, and it also is luscious, and you can see it if you go to the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 on WRD on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X, and you may comment about how beautiful it is. I believe, where did we go? Was it 2 weeks ago when we walked into? We went to Red Robin.
Red Robin.
And it's just me and Odie.
I was busy
And-
dancing in
and-
Charleston.
And the
host,
the hostess
or
was
hostess was like,
your hair is so beautiful.
and then Lonzo was completely intolerable for the entire meal. He was just like, hey, Odie, look at my hair. It's so beautiful.
Yes, it's Thor-like, godlike, whatever you want to say. It's it's the things that statues are made out of. And
Marble.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Hair?
and marble would not do my hair justice. Anyway,
Not even
this is
slightly.
not a hair commercial, but if you are a hair company like a salon or a shampoo company, and you would like to sponsor
Maybe it's
this show,
Maybelline.
yeah, no, that's a totally different. We're not doing.
What?
Odie may do the makeup. but
Maybe
not.
I'm born with it.
Yes.
Maybe I do when I'm on stage. Oh, speaking of that, I'm on stage.
You are. When
December.
are you on stage?
December, the first 2 weekends of December, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are going
Which
to be
means he won't be here on those days
on
because he's going to be on
Saturday,
stage.
won't
Yeah.
be on stage. I will be in the Clemson Little Theatre in Piedmont, Pendleton.
Okay.
I always mix them up.
All right.
And we're doing the Christmas Carol, and I am playing Scrooge's nephew.
So a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol.
Quite a Dickensian
Yes.
kind of
yes.
atmosphere. Is this a rabbi I see before me? It's like, yeah.
What kind of accent will you be using on this?
That one?
So if you have your questions for Ask Odie, you can get them into us for the top of the next hour, like 433 on the text line, on the flaccid text line. They send in a message, but we will get to that when we go
That
into
is-
the,
Also, I didn't know you're a thespian. Good for you.
Yeah,
man.
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, to look at me, you wouldn't think I was a thespian.
It doesn't scream thespian.
Let me
I'm not
let me
I'm not a
quote-
screaming
yeah.
thespian.
Yeah, well, unless the
You're very
part
subtle,
calls
thespian.
for it. I want to quote Tim Snow. T2, I want to quote him saying, "Why is he here?" And because Odie can and has done just about everything. So it's to the point where we go, come on, man. Come on.
As a doctor in engineering.
And then we hope he's not offended by it seems like we're questioning, but it's just like, why are you here? I mean, if I could do that stuff, I don't know that I'd be here. I probably would be, but you know, I mean, because
I've said it 1,000 times before. I love working on radio. It's one of the things that I do.
Don't do it, Chris.
Slightly well.
Don't do it. That's what I did. That's the question I didn't ask. Oh, I did ask that question, didn't I?
And I love working on radio, and I do love it here in News Talk 98.9 WRD Voice of the Carolinas.
Even when I
well, we're glad you're here, Dr. Professor.
Say things that Dr. Professor, yes. Let's talk about Best Buy.
Why are you just staring at me?
All right.
No.
Do they have Best Buys? This isn't Ask Odie, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
No.
Do they?
No.
Okay. All right. So
we have stores like it, PC World and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been into Best Buy before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. What do you think about it?
It's big.
It is. It's pretty big. Yeah. It's a large building.
I mean, if I was to buy it, it'd probably be the Best Buy.
Well, if you could afford it, yeah, it would be. So Best Buy has confirmed it's ending sales of most physical media. So that means if you go to Best Buy to
I can't buy that song. Let's get physical.
So if you wanted to buy Olivia Newton-John on CD, her best of, which or maybe like the Xanadu soundtrack on CD
or vinyl.
Or vinyl.
Okay, go on.
What?
No, I was going to say, I was walking down through the halls here yesterday, and you know we've got loads of platinum discs on the wall, platinum LED LPs on the wall. The Foo Fighters platinum we have, it's a platinum cassette.
It's cool, isn't it?
That is cool.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, Best Buy is ending sales of most physical media. So that means Blu-rays, DVD discs, and
DVDs.
Yeah, it says DVD discs.
I want to buy a DVD.
So I'm curious. Text line 71307 or Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X. Do you still buy physical media when it comes to music or TV shows or movies? So for a while, I did collect seasons of TV shows, and this was way before streaming.
The box
streaming started. Yeah,
on VHS or on DVD.
DVD. Although I do have VHS stuff for Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, but
now, Chris, we're going to have words.
Come on now.
I love you, baby.
Easy people.
Stop poking the Irish bear.
Yes. So I have
Is that what they sound like in
I
Irish?
have all of the seasons of Smallville on DVD and then Blu-ray as it went to Blu-ray. I have several seasons of Supernatural. The first season of Heroes. I don't know if you remember that show. So I started collecting some of that stuff and a ton of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT, and I still claim it. It existed and I have it. So, but I don't think I bought a physical movie in a while because you got Netflix and you got Max and you got Peacock and you got all that. But here's the thing. Let's say you lose your internet. You know what you can't do?
You can't watch
Netflix or you can't watch any of that stuff. But with physical media, you can pop that disc in there and you can watch it. So I'm glad I have all that stuff. When this happens, and they're going to start scaling back in the next year. So they're saying by 2024, they're going to stop. They're going to discontinue it. Usually what happens is stuff starts getting marked down.
Yeah.
So if there's so you may not normally buy it, but you might be heading next door for us to Best Buy to grab some physical media.
I'm thinking, now this is just my brain working out loud. Okay. I had a record collection, like an LP, a vinyl collection when I was back in Ireland, and I haven't started a vinyl collection over here. I'm just thinking I might tip in to Best Buy, get myself a record player, and start picking up some vinyl records.
Well, you got to see what selection they have first. I mean, because I don't know.
You know, my music selection is as eccentric as yours.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you could be listening to Barbie Girl, and then you're listening to Beethoven's Ninth. And then you're listening to ABBA, and as we were listening to before the show, Ace of Base.
Ace of Base. Do not interrupt the Ace of Base.
No, Ace of Base.
Eclectic is the word. Yes.
Yes.
I saw the sign.
Yes, you did.
And it opened up
my-
my eyes,
Yes.
and I saw the sign.
So,
Life is demanding without understanding.
yeah, well, that's usually how that goes. I mean, you don't always understand things, and they still want you to do it anyway.
Do you know what I don't
It's
understand?
so
No,
much
seriously.
like work.
Do you know what I don't understand? I have a hard time with it.
How Charlie James has the skill to do award-winning radio and make scones.
Oh no!
I don't understand that.
Charlie has been to Ireland, so we're claiming him.
Okay, all
So
right.
that's how. But
So he's
French,
yours now?
I don't understand French. Just
Huh?
don't understand it.
Parlez-vous français?
No,
the
what?
the
Who?
French or the French language?
Yes.
That's a fair
There
point.
you go.
Do you
I
like
don't
French
understand
food?
the
Do you
big
like French fries?
Yeah, but they're not from France.
Oh,
though.
sure they are because they got French in the front. Do you like French bread?
Yeah, why would they
Oh
call
yeah,
it?
I like baguettes.
Or do you like Peru? All right, so I was quoting the movie, but that's fine.
I don't speak French.
Yes. Well, anyway.
Parlez-vous français?
I let the music do the talking.
I was,
Jimmy Pale Pape.
I was doing a show about Ricky and his mom.
Ricky
That's-
Bobby?
that's I was,
Ricky.
no,
Yeah, Ricky Bobby.
different Ricky.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, this is
If you smell the shake and bake.
I was talking about Ricky Smith.
Okay, there's too
Yes.
many Rickies.
His mom blew up. So yeah, she did. Yeah, well, it's a movie, man. His mom blew up. I believe another line is, "Gee, Ricky, I'm sorry your mom blew up." Yeah, that's definitely a line.
Yeah,
What?
remember that?
What?
I do. I remember someone. Oh, hey man, I'm sorry your mom blew
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Well,
Just dipping
if
into
you
the wealth
if you
of
know
knowledge
the
of
if you
John
know the
Cusack
movie,
movies.
text line 71307 or Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or the X. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Did you know
I
this
can't
is
remember.
pure snow? You know what the market value of this is?
On the flash
Go
of
that
text.
way really fast. If something gets in the way, turn.
On the flaccid text line 71307. I still buy physical media because I'm legally able to make one backup of the copy for myself and I don't have to rely on the internet and satellite signals when I'm here in a dark corner. Don't be going into dark corner. Stay listening to us here on the News.
You know,
Talk
Dark Corner is actually a place in South Carolina, right?
Dark Corner is a person.
Yeah, well, there's probably a person in but there's Dark Corner, South Carolina. Look it up.
So what's your name?
Okay.
Dark
No,
Corner.
I'm serious.
No,
There's Dark
I-
Corner.
Well, we're about to go to an ad.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
well,
about to go to the news. and then-
Yes,
yeah, so I
we're
will.
about to
I
go.
will-
We're about to go to an ad.
Is that
Yes.
something that we cover on the
Thank
Upstate
you,
Pulse
Mark.
After Dark?
It's actually Better Off Dead. I was quoting Better Off Dead, but they're both Cusack movies. So yeah,
I feel like I
Dark
could say anything to you.
Corner.
Better Off Dead, made by Savage Steve Holland, who also did Eek the Cat
Eat the cat. Why would you
Yes.
eat the cat?
and Eek as in Eek.
Oh, eek the cat.
Yeah, EEK, I believe, and also
Ah.
did One Crazy Summer. So there's that.
Isolated in the hills and hollows of Dark Corner, there is a heaven of
Distillery. There's a
Conference.
distillery up there, by the way. For
There is a dark corner, South
yeah,
Carolina.
yeah, and they have moonshine up there, so you might be interested.
Do they play Dark Country?
Except
I
that-
don't know if they play Dark
Jones.
Country. By the way, I listened to Dark Country.
Did you like it?
I forget who was, but I had
Who's
heard Dark
Chris?
Country before, and I didn't know that.
Don't
Yeah.
hit the post.
Like Burn the Witch.
Don't hit the
Yeah,
post.
It's Dark Country. No, I talk up to the post. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. There's plenty of posts left, but
Loads of
I'm just gonna
posts.
loads of posts. There's like 15 seconds of
Where
posts.
does it
left.
end?
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a break.
We'll
We're gonna take a
explain
break,
that when we come back.
and I'm gonna go smell
Where are
the
you gonna go?
scones.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna smell the scones.
Where are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna smell the scones.
News Talk
They're
here,
like-
9
they're
WRD,
like over
the
there.
voice of the Carolinas.
Yeah, right over there. Okay, Chris. So I had heard before Cameron had let me hear a song called "Burn the Witch," which was not the version, which was
It's
not
not Radiohead, but
which was
it's-
not Radiohead.
Sean James has a lot of
Yes.
stuff
So
like
I know. Would you consider the theme from Serenity, Dark Country?
that. Say that's more Western
Is it okay?
because it's more lighthearted.
Okay. All right. So the Dark Country has to have sadness and
A little bit of melancholy.
and
yeah.
melancholy. Yeah.
And the
You can be
infinite sadness.
can you be
I
melancholy
should,
without
I
being
should let
sad?
Yeah.
you should
Can
listen to Sean James and the Shapeshifters, the Wolf album and the Bear album.
All right. So if you're melancholy,
And the infinite sadness.
if you're melancholy,
The world is a vampire.
or can you just if you're being nostalgic, is it still melancholy? Is melancholy have to be sadness? Because I think melancholy does have to have a hint of
A
sadness.
tinge of it.
Because melancholy is lamenting a go, if you will. Yes, I know that was very poetic, but
It's like you're a poet.
I have my moments.
You
Yes.
very much
It's
know it.
definitely lamenting ago when you are melancholic. That's not what babies get either. It's babies get colic, not melancholic. If they
Well,
get melancholic,
if they eat melons,
then maybe they
then it's-
were reincarnated, which I don't believe in. But if it was true, then they could be melancholic.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm very skeptical about reincarnation.
Do you
and stuff
believe
like
that you used to be something else?
No.
Okay.
No, but I believe.
You used to be English.
Hey, way to go, Cameron. I didn't know you still had those quicks in you.
Yeah. So that's Cameron's mic staying
Okay,
down for the
Chris.
rest of the show.
All right. I'm not going out to buy some media. with that in
Melancholy
it,
is
but-
beyond sad, apparently.
I have to say,
So
I used to be a
melancholy is it's a state. It's I think when you get in it, it's hard to
Oh,
get
really?
out
Is
of
it the 51st?
57 according to Obama. I believe.
57.
Yeah.
Melancholy is beyond sad. It's a noun or an adjective. It is a word for the gloomiest of spirits.
Ah,
Being melancholy.
so like
is-
after the scones are gone, we're all going to be melancholic because we're going to be thinking of how good they were.
After the scones have gone.
Yes, we can. I mean, we can do that.
That's okay, Chris. Just, your great grandmother, a great woman, but just, stop her from taking over your body. But it's okay. I still love you. It's all good, brother.
If you need an exorcist, Pappy has got his holy brass knuckles.
Hey, you guys got my vote for best couple, but you might want to shave her first.
Huh.
I'm still quoting Better Off Dead. I'm sorry. It's just
Oh, I got
I
it.
like
Any
Scott's
of
reaction.
y'all out there like
Sign of
Trey and
pressure?
Chris and anybody that was thinking, I got myself a good deer last night. I don't know where I can post it because I don't really want to show too many people.
I thought you've been married to her for like 7
That's
years.
my wife.
Oh, that's not your deer?
No.
No, he was saying dear in the nicest sense.
Oh, my dearest.
Yes, yes.
My sweetheart.
Ah, okay.
There are
Yeah, no.
places you don't go because if they're taken the wrong way.
Well,
Down
I already
in a
said the
hole.
English thing. How worse?
Yeah, but that's totally different.
I know.
That's laughable. Ha ha ha.
Yes, Scott, it's depression, but you can be depressed about present day things. Melancholy is being depressed about things that happened a long time ago, I think.
Yeah.
Let's give this giant diatribe on depression.
Like there's this time I was in the graveyard.
See, it's there again. Why? I didn't put that in.
So maybe you put it before or after an executive order
Oh,
that
no.
caused it
No,
to
'cause
disappear.
that's the stops that we need to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Trey wants to know if you make deer hash.
I don't know what deer hash is, Trey.
It's not deer hashish because I believe that's something totally different.
a deer and you shot me and I'm no longer a deer because I am now on a
Yeah,
different
I agree, Trey. I
astrological
was
body.
watching it on my
Oh,
iPad
those are only different.
and I turned it off with a minute left because
Hash-
after they let him
hash
score a
deer,
touchdown,
man.
that was just ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes you shoot the deer, man, and then sometimes, well, the deer shoots you, man.
Well,
That's a
that could
weird
be.
turn of
It could be.
events.
You can be gored by a deer, and deer can fight you with their hooves.
If
Are they hooves?
if a deer
Is it deer hooves?
If a
Deer
deer
hooves.
has a gourd, does that mean he's making moonshine and drinking it out of the gourd?
In dark corner.
In dark corner,
In dark
listening to Dark Country, man.
Yeah.
Roger Stern's about finished up here on
I
Fox
am
News.
so shocked you've been here this long and have never heard of dark corner.
I don't know, but I needed to press the
You
button
might
there,
live
man.
near dark corner. I don't know.
I'm going to turn down the Fox News because otherwise it's going to come back and it's going to say, hey, radio stations, 3 minutes, man.
It would do that. Absolutely would do that. For
And
sure.
I'm going to take it out of program completely because I don't think we need it anymore, man.
Don't take it out of program
Okay.
because when Tim comes in Monday
I'm
morning,
just going to take it down.
well, actually, I
so
don't think they use Fox, but yeah,
I'm just going to take it down, man.
I mean,
Take it
don't
down.
sabotage the next guy up. That's all I'm
Notch.
saying. Yeah.
What's the next guy?
The next guy up will be Tim.
Oh, yeah,
So-
no.
Because Tim's
Next
coming in
on
Monday
deck.
No,
morning.
no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. Oh, no.
So does Tim stay T2?
Yes. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I suppose because
It's
once
already
you get
done.
once you get a nickname,
We
I
already have
mean,
the shirts.
Yeah, I mean, once you get a nickname, you don't want to take that away.
I can't believe I forgot.
I don't. You can fix
Exposition.
I can fix it. No, I have it there. It's fine.
it. Okay.
I tried to edit during the news.
Oh, come on.
What?
It's like a minute. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron hanging out on a Saturday night. Thank you for taking us along to wherever you're going, wherever you've been, or if you're going from there to somewhere else, or if you're going hither, thither, or yonder. I'm not going to say yon because it's yon. We're in the South, so it's not hither, thither, and yon. It's hither, thither, and yonder.
They're going hither, thither, yonder.
Yeah, yonder. I'm going yonder. Yes. So if you're doing all that, thank you. If you're stuck out on Woodruff Road,
we're sorry, man.
yeah, we've been out there ourselves, so we know what that's like. Hopefully we can entertain you for the next hour, and even more than an hour, because when the show's over, maybe you're thinking about, wow, that was a really good show. I remember this one part. I was really
one time I was listening to the show.
Yeah,
and the guy said some really good stuff.
Yeah.
I like the show we did last week.
Yeah,
that was amazing. You should go back and watch that.
Yeah,
or listen to it after this show. Okay.
Yeah. We would prefer that you listen to it on the Odyssey app, which you can download for free.
Speaking of the Odyssey app, which you can download for free on your Apple device or your Android device, you can download
on your computer.
You can download the Odrin Fitzgerald podcast on the Odyssey app, along with the Upstate Pulse on the Odyssey app.
Yeah, Cameron. I mean, free plugs. You gotta wait for that. All right.
Yeah,
you were going to say?
Oh, I was just going to ask, do you guys get any post-show amnesia?
What?
Like, do you guys actually remember?
It like happens during.
Have you not been here when I'm making the podcasts? And what is the very first thing that I say?
What do we talk about? Yeah.
The very first thing I say when I'm trying to write up what we talked about.
Oh, maybe that's because.
What did we talk about?
Because what did we talk about in the first hour, Odie?
First of all, we had scones.
Yeah, and that's about it.
That's it.
We talked about the Irish football team from Ireland,
yes,
who didn't win in their semi-final of the World Cup today.
Yes.
And then we discussed deer and hash or something. I don't know, man.
Here's the thing, Mark.
Okay.
I don't know if he's ever seen that show, but it was pretty cool. It was like, my favorite show. And he's kind of a hoser. So I'm guessing maybe he never saw it. So take off.
I did. I know exactly what you're talking about, because up in Canada, we have lots of mooses, and we got big green trees that have brown bits at the bottom of them,
Okay.
I'm about to get very violent very quickly if the Canadians don't.
We love the Canadians.
Me and my brother used to dream about drowning in beer. This ain't heaven. This sucks. Look out, he's going to blow,
It's time you to watch that again.
Stay in your car. Your tires are insulators,
There's something wrong with you, man. I don't know what it is, But I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's night, because that's how it happens, man.
You know what? This would be a perfect time for me to throw Odie for a loop and talk about Odie by getting ready to talk about Odie and doing that thing that has Odie in it without, actually pointing out that we just want to ask Odie.
Wait, what?
That's your answer for everything.
I don't know where you got that idea.
Seamless.
What the?
Whoa. Tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
All right, it is that time of the show where we ask Odie. Eventually, we might run out of stuff, but for now, we haven't. So,
probably not.
Text line 71307. Odie is the expert in all things Irish. So if you ever wanted to ask a question about what goes on in Ireland, Odie can tell you, because chances are he's done it.
And
if not, he knows someone who's doing it right now as we speak.
On the text line on 433 text in and said, Odie, what is the difference between rugby and Australian rules football? Australian rules football has no rules. That's pretty much it. You pick up the ball and run with it. It's played on an oval pitch. That's Australian rules, and rugby isn't. It's on a straight pitch.
What's the fatality rate on the Australian
Probably
rules?
a lot more.
How long is the field?
I don't know.
How wide is the field?
On the Australian rules?
No, on the Irish.
How deep is the field?
On the rugby.
Yeah.
I can't. I think it's.
Wow, you don't know. Oh, it's just, man, I stumped Odie.
You got me, man.
I broke him. It's over.
Is the segment just done now?
All right, no, it's not, because I I have other questions, and so do other people. So my question is
90 yards.
Okay. All right. Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go. So I'll give you time so you can think of it.
My brain needed to.
Is there a speed limit?
Yes.
Because we didn't talk about this last week. In Ireland.
Yes, there is.
What's the speed limit?
Speed limit is in kilometers. It's 120 kilometers an hour on the highways.
How fast is 120?
72 miles an hour.
Really? 72?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a slow day on 85 right there.
Mm-hmm. And you were asking me last week, what is the fastest I've ever traveled?
Right. Well, we didn't talk about that on the air, I don't believe.
No, it's fine because it was all on the racetrack.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the Autobahn is the racetrack?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Autobahn, because when I was on the Autobahn, I was in Germany going between Belgium between Berlin and Munich. I was on the Autobahn and I was doing 165 miles an hour, and it was too slow for somebody that was behind me in a Porsche 911. So I had to get out of his way.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, how quickly can you switch lanes when you're going that fast?
Really quickly.
Yeah, I beg to differ. Because I have my very first car was a 77 Chevy Camaro. And yes, and had a lot of Bondo on it. And
Bondo makes it go faster.
I had a 15 and a 10 in the trunk because that's all that would fit back there. And every time we stopped at a red light, pieces of the car would fall off. So we would call it, death by stereo, which is also quoting a movie. And this was back when they first invented that stuff, like amps and things like that, because I'm old. So I was I don't condone doing this, and I should never have done it. And this was my last time doing it. Was racing and trust me, I'll see you tonight on 385, and I'm not racing you. Okay. I had an incident yesterday with this. But anyway, so that speedometer went to 160, and then there's a little more after it, which they call burying the needle.
Yeah.
Which I did so. And I looked over, and one of my friends was in a Chevy van keeping up with me doing the same speed. And I looked back, and I was about a foot away from the wall. And I said, you know what? That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, ain't doing that
I am
anymore.
done. And I had like snow tires on the thing that would blow out all the time. It was pretty dumb. It's what you do when you're a kid and you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And I did that. So I know how fast that is.
Yeah.
And when you were telling me that last week, I'm like, yeah, I've been that fast before.
Yeah.
Things are just really blurry.
They are. Well, I've been faster, but it was on a track and I was on a motorcycle. I have
wait. You've been faster than 160 on a motorcycle.
Yes, I have broken the double ton, which is gone above 200 miles an hour on a vehicle. Not only is everything blurry, but everything goes black and white.
Let me quote Tim Snow again and go, dude, why are you here?
Irish Mafia. What?
Yeah. Well, we did figure that out. Chris says, is there such a thing as real Irish butter? Yeah, we've already talked about that. We talked about it, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we did. There is real Irish butter.
Not again.
And when real Irish butter touches the taste buds of a real Irishman,
every time
it stirs a wanton desire. It's buried deep in his soul. It comes out of a cow.
How does it come out?
Of a cow, and it gets churned into the real Irish Kerrygold. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Irish Kerrygold butter, because it is.
Wait, look on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the screen.
You know who brought that to us?
Yeah, that was Charlie of the Jameses.
Charlie James,
who brought us real Kerrygold butter.
The Upstate Pulse is not sponsored by Kerrygold.
You wouldn't know that by listening the last couple of weeks, so absolutely would not. All right, any more Ask Odie questions? Scott, man, that's just too serious, but I'm asking anyway. How is the relationship between the peoples of Ireland and Northern Ireland?
It's a lot better since the Good Friday Agreement back in 1997. The Good Friday Agreement was orchestrated by, who was the president that was in America in 97? Was it Clinton?
It's either H. Bush or Clinton.
I think it was Clinton. He orchestrated the Good Friday Agreement. He was, as he said himself, I am sick and tired of the Irish guys blowing each other up. So he decided to step in, and it's been going a lot better. There's still look at everybody, the older kind of people will hold a grudge, but no.
Wait. Irish people hold a grudge?
Not at all, not even slightly.
I just noticed something. Matthew didn't put the towel back. So you might want to jump over there and put the towel back. I mean, yeah, this stuff needs to be covered, man. Come on, Matthew. What are you doing?
Those scones need to be swaddled.
They do.
Swaddle your scones. I am on the text line.
Before or
on the
after, bro?
flaccid
That's just
text
all right. All
line,
right, that's
we
enough of
had
that, okay?
71307. We have 138 says, are Irish people, are people in Ireland patriotic like Americans are about the USA? And do people wear a lot of green, white, and orange? No, we don't, but we are very patriotic. And you know, it's kind of strange. I've been here long enough now, and I consider myself to be I'm 99% an American. I'm on the green card, as everybody knows.
Except for the accent. But,
Yeah, well, the accent is going to. I mean, I came to America when I was 37, so I think the accent is going to stay.
Listen, I don't
came when
know.
I was 73.
I don't know. I know some people personally whose accent no longer sounds like the place they came from.
There you go.
I'm not going to be really specific about who that person is,
Be
but
Atlantic about it.
but I think they work with a lot of people who are native from this area who have Southern accents, and they're starting to pick up that accent.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you picked up a Southern accent.
Apparently, I have.
Aside from the one that you normally have, because you say y'all and not ye.
Y'all, yeah. When I talk to people back in Ireland, I was talking to a friend of mine back in Ireland this morning, and he said it to me as he says it to me every time. He put an expletive in. He said
expletive.
Expletive.
You mean expletive? You mean he cursed?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says to me, I'm not gonna put it in. He goes,
okay, thank you.
Man, your accent has gone really American. And that was
the laugh accurate?
Yeah, the laugh
was okay. I'm just
was that how you heard
trying to paint
or?
a picture in my head.
No, that's exactly how it was. We still have a lot of text messages on the Flaccid text line.
Let's hear them.
I didn't know you were friends with Irish Beavis.
Is there an Irish Beavis?
Yeah.
Is there an Irish butthead?
Well, no, because they were the. Oh no, we do. We have a TV channel in Ireland called TG Car, which is an Irish speaking. They only speak in Irish, and they did translate.
Oh, they did an Irish.
They dubbed over the Beavis and Butthead. They did do it. They dubbed over the Beavis and Butthead.
It's a family.
Okay.
Family. It's not. It's not.
What is? Well, no, it's just.
Well, do you think everything's about you? And it was not.
No, but like I mean,
you're so vain.
It's his segment.
I probably think this song is about me.
Well, yeah. You walked into the walk into the text line. You said we have more text.
Oh no, they were just saying that Kerry Gold is really good stuff, and it's available in Publix everywhere. So,
yes, and as we can see,
right there.
Charlie brought some.
Charlie walked over there.
We should have a scone cam. We should have had a scone cam.
All right, Chris says, and I don't know why he's kissing up to you. Your accent is beautiful. It's a manly accent.
Yeah, thanks.
You felt bad for the.
I was waiting for you to put some bass in there.
Yeah,
but it's hard to put bass in your voice when Matthew's on this show. You just can't, and it's so natural, and it's unnatural that he's able to do that. I mean, you look at Matthew, and I mean, he just he's
small man with a big voice.
He should weigh 350 pounds with that voice.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be like Luther Vandross in his heavier days. I mean, that's what he should be like, but he's not. And
I just want to see him up there with was it Bruce Buffett?
What's Bruce Buffer? No, stay away from that. There are certain things you cannot say.
Oh, absolutely.
And there are buffer-isms, if you will, that we cannot say because they own copyrights, and it costs you a lot of money.
Wasn't going to do it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Yeah. Good time to take a break before someone gets us in trouble.
What do you mean?
You are listening
I ain't gonna do crap.
You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk
Don't you
98.9
censor me.
WORD. The voice, not of Pappy, but of the Carolinas. Although I guess it could be the voice of Pappy because you can hear him exclusively right here.
Don't say crap, okay?
Yeah. It's an accent for swords and shields. I thought that was Scottish. I thought that was Scottish was more swords and shields. I'm just going from a wrestling standpoint. I mean, there's a wrestler, Drew McIntyre, who carries a sword.
Does he?
Yes.
Carries a claymore.
And I forget
because he's Scottish.
I think he calls her Matilda.
How do you know I don't carry a sword with me all the time?
Well, you could have one in your trunk. It's possible. You could have an entire arsenal. I don't know. It's not going to be a Bill Frady arsenal, but it's still an arsenal. You think you got a Bill Frady arsenal? I would like you and Bill Frady to compare your arsenals. I think we can make a video out of that.
I know. I'd say Bill has me beat.
You see how Bill prepared for the National Day yesterday?
No.
Look at Bill's Facebook page.
Oh yeah.
How he prepared for the day of, I forget what it was called.
Reckoning.
Yeah, well,
let's go with that.
It was declared by a certain thing that yesterday was going to be, and there were a lot of people taking pictures of their arsenals. Zombie apocalypse. I'm going to Bill's house. That's. He may not let you guys in. He'll let me in. So I mean,
I'm fine.
I don't mean
I'm
you
friends
guys
with
individually.
I'm
just,
friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm good.
Although we have decided, and I still say we're going to do a apocalypse preparedness show someday, because the best place we have figured out for us to be during the zombie apocalypse is in this building.
Yeah.
Because all we got to do is take a foray next door to get some implements over at Lowe's, come back here. We have roof access. It's we can barricade. There's no ways in. I mean, there's a lot. So the zombies come, we're good. We just need food. And there's a couple places we get hit for the food.
Yeah.
And we also have fully functioning kitchen. So
and we have scones.
We do.
We do have scones. Those
not after today, we won't.
Here's the thing.
And we had a very long discussion off the air. Chris and I did about how a shovel is more of an effective tool, and he disagrees with me. But I think a shovel, especially a metal shovel, has got distance. I mean, it's got length to it, and if you keep your blade sharp, you can take out a zombie brain because they're soft. If you're accurate with your shovel, and you can slice it. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
swish.
It doesn't. What's that also called? It's not. If it was a sword.
Parry.
Cleaving.
Parry. Yeah, well, you could also cleave. You could cleave. You can also bludgeon.
Bludgeon.
If you need to. Yeah, you can bludgeon.
Do you ever get bludgeoned?
Yes, many times.
Okay.
I have too.
Yes.
Okay.
I would not recommend it.
It's not fun. Here's the thing. I would just make a whole bunch of death traps.
Well, yeah, but eventually, I mean, those death traps will get tripped, and then you got to have something alternative.
Oh, no. My good sir. The best death traps are the ones that never stop.
Well, like a fire remote. We could dig a fire remote around here.
We could have a fire remote.
But it's got to be what kind of fire would burn for 20 years.
Oh.
We'd also have to have a way to get out of it.
I am the god of hellfire.
Okay, that probably would work.
Yeah.
We could come up with. We could find stuff for Greek fire, or at least close to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can get that from Lowe's, and then we can just bring it over here and store it on the roof.
Lowe's for all your zombie needs.
Well, yeah,
we are not sponsored by
that's
Lowe's.
the first place.
It's all right.
Going.
We're on the stream. We can say we are.
No.
We're not though. We're not.
No. So we formed 3 parties: a party to stay here and protect the home ground,
and to
someone to go for food, and someone to go over there.
Yep.
And then we get everything gathered together, and then we're good.
I call base defense. I always love base defense.
Oh no, I'm going out. I am going out.
I got to go out too because I would like to. I don't want to be on the food run because the food run. If we go to Lowe's, we got.
Don't worry, we got
weapons everywhere.
Everywhere. Food run.
I will take a zombie out with a post hole digger. What? Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, Lonzo.
That was a very short rejoin.
And what?
Hello.
Yeah, it was Pennywise.
Yeah, no,
and Cameron.
Cameron's here. Hi, Cameron.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sup?
Hey, Cameron. Sometimes you're here and sometimes you're not, man.
Yeah, I've heard that. Many
I'm
times.
Schrodinger's Cameron.
You know. There is a thing that happens on the internet, so it has to be true. There's a train. You ever been on a train, Odie?
Yep.
Because you've done everything. So what's the fastest train you've been on? No, I'm jealous.
Not very.
Because I've never been on a train.
I have wanted to go onto one of the bullet trains, but I've never been to Japan.
So there was a video of someone who was on a train who was looking to, I believe, hopefully capture some elk or something on their phone, on their camera as they were going by. And instead, they saw Bigfoot. And he was just traipsing out, beneath the mountain, just doing what Bigfoot does.
Was he frolicking?
What does Bigfoot do?
Look it up. I mean, it's everywhere. You can see the video. It's a very short video. And then Bigfoot sat down. And, right away, the science people, like Rob Brown of the Rob Brown Show, no, it's just a guy in a suit. How do you know? How'd he get there? He's out in the middle of nowhere. Did a helicopter drop him so he could just fool the people on the train? I don't know. See, here's the thing. Might just be a guy in a suit. And they tried to debunk it, and maybe they have. The people who know that Bigfoot is real will debunk it by like, oh no, swamp and the thing and
weather balloon
and the sun and that's what it was. Look at this flashy thing. Just like with the aliens, Bigfoot. If
I've got to watch
Bigfoot,
an ad. I'm watching an ad.
if Bigfoot does exist, the people who know he exists are going to throw out things like that to make you think that it's fake.
Here's the thing: they have an army of decoy furries.
That's not big. Oh, he's doing something. Oh, he's collecting giraffe stuff.
No. That's a different video. So anyway, I'm sure you guys have seen it, and we've had this discussion many times. I
think Bigfoot is doing something because he's going into a certain position.
You mean like the bear in the woods?
I think he's doing a pope in the woods.
He could actually be doing that. I don't know, but he's definitely squatting. He is for sure.
You're no longer going to say does a bear in the woods. You're going to say does Bigfoot
all right,
on the prairie.
So how did he get there?
Who, the Pope or Bigfoot?
The Bigfoot. The Pope?
When did the Pope get?
He rode the Pope mobile. I mean, duh.
No. Sorry.
Maybe it is the Pope in a Bigfoot costume.
It could be. It could be. Yeah. I mean,
or maybe he is the Pope of the Big Feet.
Your Holiness, how is your?
It's a Bigfoot's. I think it's a Bigfoot's.
Yeah. So how did he get there? How did the Bigfoot get there?
Yeah.
He walked.
Yeah. So that looks like a very the terrain there seems to be treacherous.
Yes, but he would have been on that terrain for his entire life.
I am talking about if it was not Bigfoot, if it's just a dude in a suit.
Helicopters.
How do you get there? Yeah, so
teleported.
There's probably a helicopter out there. Yeah, I don't think Steve Austin is actually in that video, Chris.
John Cena is, but he's camouflaged.
Yeah, can never see that guy.
He's in every video.
Yeah, he is. So I know that Bigfoot Festival was coming up. We probably missed it again because we always do. I think it's in October. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's in
Chris,
November.
when is the Bigfoot Festival?
Yeah, when's the Bigfoot Festival? It's in North Carolina. I know that. We keep talking about going there, and we want to go there and pretend like we're really into it, and we want to get started and see how it is, and we can play it off like we're not there just to make fun. Because
is it in Marion, North Carolina?
I believe so.
Bigfoot Festival is on it's on a Saturday and a Sunday, which is about right because most festivals happen on the weekend, and there's loads of pictures of Bigfoot and this is what we call filling because I'm trying to figure out. It is on May the 19th to the 20th of 2023. So we have not only missed it.
I could have swore there's one in November.
We've really missed it.
I could have swore there's another one in November. Maybe it's not a different North Carolina. It possibly could be. I hate that we missed it if we missed it. Did we miss the Renaissance Festival?
Well, no, because I was emceeing the Renaissance.
No, this is a different one. This is one in North Carolina.
I think we have.
Okay. Man, we're just missing everything.
You know what we're not missing?
What are we not missing?
In 2 weeks' time.
What would that be?
Comic-Con Junior.
You're right. Absolutely. Look at that. Look at that. What a segue. And you know what? You shouldn't be missing it either. You shouldn't be missing it either because you can go there. It's at the Greenville Convention Center. It's October 29th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. $15 to get in.
I've heard a rumor that if you've got kiddos, it's not $15 for
if
kiddos.
Your kids are 12 or under, they get in for free. There you go. Usually you have to be accompanied by a parent, but for junior, just bring them. Just bring all your 12-year-old and under kids, and they can get in free. And you know what? You'll have a good time. You get to see comic book artists actually drawing, and they will sign their art. Billy Gunn from DX and AEW is going to be there. Got some other celebrities that are also going to be there. You can buy action figures. You can buy statues. You can buy pops. You can buy. We have bought swords there before. I haven't looked to see the vendor list, but I'm sure it's amazing. And come and check it out. And by the way, Rob Young from Borderlands Comics and Games and South Carolina Comic-Con and South Carolina Comic-Con Junior is going to be on this here program next week.
Shooting Lonzo.
And yes, with a Nerf gun.
With a Nerf gun.
Let's be specific about
Nerf gunning Lonzo.
Yes.
Nerf gun.
Because I lost. And so I will be facing that wall again for all of yins. That's what I'm going to do for all of yins.
Ye.
For all of ye.
Yes. For all of ye. We are going to take a break for ye. Yes. Well, we got 2 breaks left, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break. We're going to be on time. We're going to come back with some Nerd Roundtable.
I think we do.
Yeah. We should have another break after this.
Yeah,
I mean, don't try to confuse me. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. Device, take care, align us. So come back with Nerd Roundtable.
If you try your sorcerer's ways on me.
No, I agree, Scott. It very well could be a hoaxer, but there's still a percentage of me that wants to believe it's real. And here's why I want to believe it's real. So people like Rob Brown and other people like that will have to go, you know what? I was wrong. I just want them to be wrong. That's all.
I was expecting more to that, but
really, that's what
I was expecting more to the interpolation of the.
There's a good portion of my life where I just want other people to be wrong. I mean, that's because I'm wrong I'm wrong all the time, so I would like other people to be wrong.
Hello. You're true to the Upstate Pulse. This is Odie. How can I help you? Yeah.
To where everybody out there is watching this happen while they're in that shock and awe moment of, wow, war really is happening.
You live in Marion. Just hang on the line there. Hang on the line there for 1 second. Do you want to get him on? He lives in Marion. He sounds so.
Yes. Get his name.
All right, buddy. What's your name? Joshua, and you're up in Marion, North Carolina. Hang on the line. We will get you on the air in about 30 seconds. Thanks, sir.
I didn't think about the fact that we do go up to North Carolina now, all the way to nearly Charlotte. So, first drunk person who calls, we're
drunk.
done.
He's not drunk.
Right. But I'm just saying.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Odie.
We'll see.
I'm hot on the keys.
No, we will see. That's not what I'm talking about.
No.
You can't. Don't come back with Roundtable now. Put Roundtable in like 3 and come back with a regular rejoin.
Yeah.
On the USBC Radio Network, education is a necessity. A society is measured by the effectiveness of its educational system. Back in the day, high schools across the nation had.
Odie asked me if he could have the phone lines open, and I said yes. We haven't advertised that the phone lines are open, but someone gave it a shot and they got through. I'm not saying that you can't call.
Call us all
I'm
you
not
want.
saying that you can't
Bring
call
us on
just to prove me wrong.
905-0989.
Unless you're drunk. If you're drunk, don't call.
Don't call us.
Don't call. And don't call and pretend to be drunk. Unless you want me to discontinue calls again, which I will do. And I will say that LexCorp wants the phone lines open, but I don't always follow the rules.
Yeah.
Because I'm sticking Alonzo.
Yeah. I'm Odie. I'm a nice guy.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm here.
You're going to kill me now.
No,
I'm not turning off the
I
live
said
feed.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have said
you didn't say no.
I know. I said yes.
Odie, don't worry. He's not going to kill you.
If I say no, you'll know I said no.
No.
Yes. No, it would be probably even worse than that. Drunk, period. I mean, if I what is it? I have a auditory breathalyzer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a verbalizer.
Oh yeah, I have the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, but I got my words twisted.
I was there for you.
I'm nervously dyslexic.
And even though it's not a talk, it's not a call-in show. You know,
listen. I'm an introvert. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I'll talk.
It's not your. Don't. I see what you're doing, hijacker.
You can talk, so
hijacker,
usurper.
Usurper. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Odie and Cameron here. All right, so normally I don't have the phone lines open because early on this show's we're going 8.5 years, working on our 9th year. Early on, we had a problem with the drunken and disorderly calling in, and so eventually I'm just like, you know what, I got to close it down because while it was fun at first, it just kind of it took the show places that it probably shouldn't have went. But Odie's like, come on. Let's
no, I think my exact words were, I'm just going to leave the phones on tonight. Yeah. And you were like, eh.
and I didn't tell you no. Yeah. So we left the phone lines. And listen, it's not that. There are plenty of sober people out there listening, and that's fine.
Like Joshua in Marion, North Carolina.
Yeah, but all right, let's go to Joshua. Joshua, so have you been to the Bigfoot Festival?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, is it coming up or have we already missed it?
Yeah, you already missed it, but the next one will be May 18th.
That's
so y'all
2024, right?
Sitting here listening to y'all, and y'all need to go. Like, I go for this now. My brother.
Is your brother Bigfoot? Please tell me your brother.
No, his brother's into Bigfoot.
Oh, he's into Bigfoot.
Well,
oh, Joshua, your line is terrible, man. Oh, we're gonna have to. Oh, we have to lose Joshua.
You know what? You know what?
We tried.
If you want to call back Joshua, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, maybe he was going to tell us that Bigfoot is that he had proof that Bigfoot was real, or his brother did.
He probably did.
And then suddenly he lost his signal.
He got silenced.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget because it is fairly new that we also go to way up into North Carolina, all the way to Charlotte. And we go into Georgia too now, and a lot different places than we normally did because our signal has been improved, and it's awesome.
We've got Joshua back.
All right, Joshua, sorry we lost your signal. You were saying about your brother.
Yes, he goes out and hunts for Bigfoot around this area, around McDowell. Him and a group. We actually have a big group.
A Bigfoot group. You've got to. How often do you go out? How often do you go out?
I don't go out.
Well, how often
How
often does your brother go out looking for Bigfoot?
Oh man, they were going out every weekend there for a little while. I think now they're like once a month. I think they get together still.
All right, so when they go out, what all do they take with them? What's the equipment that they go hunt Bigfoot with?
So they usually have a couple rifles.
They're actually trying to hunt Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, that's what he said.
I thought they were like hunting him, like looking for.
Well, they do it just in case something.
Oh, okay.
If it is Bigfoot, if he attacks.
Yeah, if he's not the nice Bigfoot like Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I mean, he may take his instruction from the Pope, but we don't know.
As they often do. So anything other than rifles? I mean, are they trying to catch Bigfoot, or they just want to take pictures?
Get a selfie?
They take video recording equipment and they'll take pictures. But usually that's about it. And they just get out there and hoop and holler and beat on trees and see if they get a response.
Has your brother ever come back with a look on his face like maybe he thought he actually saw Bigfoot?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
He come to me one time and when he was telling me, he turned white. Like it was enough to where I was like, man, he might have.
Does he have evidence of that encounter, or is it just what he saw?
That's what he saw.
It is.
I don't know if they've captured any evidence yet, but
it's amazing how many people see it but can't seem to find their camera, or something goes wrong or things like that.
Yeah.
It's still at the same time, it sounds like a lot of fun to go out looking for Bigfoot though.
I think I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to go looking for
festival because it's awesome. Like even I don't know, I'm on the fence with it, but
so while you're at the festival, do you look around and go, and you can tell the people who are there just to have fun and the people who really believe and are really into it?
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Like last year, I believe there was, since they gave it a break during COVID and all that, when it came back, there was like 15,000 people, and Marion's not a big city. Like,
so it's not built for 15,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, I'll tell you what, Joshua, how about before the next event, how about you definitely give us a call back here and let us know what's happening, and we will organize.
Yeah, remind us. We forget, and we really have been talking about going up there.
Yes,
it's not that far of a drive for us, and we would have fun.
Definitely text us in.
Yeah, calendar, and I'll give y'all a call.
Do give us a call, and we will definitely head up. We might even do an outside broadcast. Outside broadcast.
We've had some discussions with that.
Amazing.
We
what? I bet our sponsor would sponsor the trip and go with us.
I think that. Listen, Joshua, thank you so much for calling in. Thanks for calling in to us, and we will talk to you just before the festival next year.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so we took a call, and thank you for calling in, Joshua. and sounded perfectly sober to me. His brother probably is not right now, but he was perfect. You didn't win anything. I don't know why you keep throwing your hands up like a victory or something.
Throw my hands up.
We have one good call, and you think, oh, see, I was right and you were wrong. But I tell you what, you weren't there when we had to deal with the drunk people.
You weren't there, man.
Yeah, you were not there.
What was that one
Trey
time?
says Marion isn't too far up the road. I want to go to Bigfoot Festival now.
I think we're all
here's the thing.
Go.
We will organize a
outside broadcast.
Well, we'll try to do that, but
Yes.
we can get together. We can't officially, if we're not broadcasting, say let's all gather and go. But we could all gather and go.
We might just happen to be there.
We could do that. Yeah, just like you come there and we're there, and then we're like all there together. That's
a meet and greet.
Yeah,
at the Bigfoot.
Yeah, I just and we will take the most skeptical person I know, Rob Brown, who says he will go.
Yes,
for that, and we'll have a good time. And
I don't know if that's a good idea for his health.
No, I want to meet Joshua's brother.
I want to meet Joshua
Yeah.
and his brother.
Yeah. So do I. All right.
Roundtable?
No, well, I was going to say, I haven't given out the new phone number, so I don't remember what it is because we don't take phone calls.
800-905-0989?
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
867-5309.
No, see, if you normally call in for Charlie or Tara or Bill, then you probably already know the number.
So call us.
Or don't.
Or do.
Yeah, let's hit the round table.
Oh yeah, I gotta press that button. There we go.
Why are you messing with the fantasy? We know about the reality. Don't ruin the fantasy, okay?
The Upstate Pulse presents the Nerd Roundtable.
Allow me to elaborate.
Because the guys from your high school debate team need to lay the smackdown.
Are you familiar with the Drake equation? The one that estimates the odds of making contact with extraterrestrials by calculating the product of an increasingly restrictive series of fractional values, such as those stars with planets, and those planets likely to develop life. N equals R times FP times NE times FL times FI times FC times L. Yeah, that one.
You might want to get out your tape recorder, because it's going to be a historical moment.
Hey, Odie, stop touching yourself.
No, I'm
Stop touching yourself.
Stop.
All right, it's time. He probably won't
Best
stop. He probably
radio
won't stop.
ever.
He probably won't stop touching himself. All right, so
why are you touching yourself?
Yeah, well, he's doing that thing where you breathe on your fist and you like rub it against your. It means see, I told you type thing.
Just fisting my chest here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's still there.
You know that meme?
I hope you rub some of it off. I hope it hurts.
Don't do it, Pappy. Stay out of it. He's gonna go to the dark place, and we're
gonna go to dark corner.
Once we're in the dark corner,
Yeah,
there's no getting out of it.
That's a we're going to go to the Squatch Festival and we're going to Dark Corner. But yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna find ourselves some squatches.
Yes, we are. All right.
Oh, that paid
Go into the country, gonna find
eat
a lot of squatches.
No, we're not eating the squatch. We're going to find them.
Aren't
Because
we?
I'm guessing if you want a bag of squatch, you go right ahead.
Billions of squatches.
Yeah.
Imagine what he
Squatch is
tastes
funny.
like.
Tastes like squatch, man.
Trey says my fantasy football team name is the Spartanburg Squatches. Good job, man.
Yeah.
That's a good job. Chris says his text is still blocked.
Apparently it is. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, well, I will.
Hashtag free Chris.
I'll see what I can do about that. I know I said that before, but I forgot. 'cause
Hey,
I'm
Chris,
old.
be a man, Chris, and put your text number right up there, your phone number, and I guarantee nobody will text them.
Yeah,
and you won't get any scam callers.
No,
whatsoever.
no, don't do that. Don't listen to
Don't
him.
do that.
All
Don't
right.
do that.
All right, I got to at least get to one story in the roundtable. It is official. Microsoft has bought Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. Billion dollars. So what does this mean? And they're going to try to get some games onto Game Pass as soon as they possibly can. So if you own an Xbox, you should be able to play some Activision games very, very soon. There are a couple games they're holding back, including Diablo for a year.
Makes sense. But we already bought it, so we don't care.
Yeah, so here are some of the games. Here are the games that the ones I picked that I know. Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, Diablo, Gabriel Knight, Geometry Wars, which Odie's big into, Guitar Hero, and they said that they're bringing back Guitar Hero.
Ooh.
Dude, did you really just do that? That's not really. No. Look at the stream. Hearthstone,
Why?
Heroes of the Storm. That doesn't mean it's really his number. Heavy Gear, King's Quest, The Lost Vikings, Overwatch, Pitfall, which I didn't know was still a thing, Prototype, Space Quest, Spyro the Dragon, StarCraft, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Were you ever a skateboarder?
Nope.
Found something he never did.
I did it.
He's not a skater boy.
Wasn't good
We'll
at it,
see you
though.
later, boy.
Yes. And then also stuff like Bubble Saga and Hoop de Loop Saga. Have you ever played Hoop de Loop before?
Yeah, that's where you.
How about Papa Pear? Have you played Papa
your
Pear?
loopies.
How about Pepper Panic? Have you played that?
Peppa Pig?
Have you,
Oink, oink.
have you played Bubble Witch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
How
I
about-
can't talk about
How
it.
about Scrubby Dubby? Have you played Scrubby Dubby before? It's
I haven't played
These
it,
are
but I've
all
heard
these are all
someone who has.
telephone. These are our phone games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they're named that way. Candy Crush. You've played Candy
I've
Crush?
played Candy Crush.
Dude, don't do that. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. Okay.
I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you were.
I was preempting.
And Farm Heroes, because everyone's played Farm Heroes. I'm aware of, and remember we've had this talk about how lightning round has to be at a certain time. So I still got a minute or two if I want. And now I'm going later on purpose because
you're twisting my melon, man.
Yes. Well, anyway,
I
we
don't
still
know why,
have.
but you're twisting my melon.
Yeah, we still have time. All right. Diablo 4 Season 2 is coming out in just a couple days. Will the next season bring you back, Cameron?
They made a lot of good changes to it from what I've seen from the patch notes, so I'll definitely give it a try.
All right. Trey says the only way I'm interested in Guitar Hero is if you can actually play guitars like on Rocksmith. I think they also own Rocksmith. Also, Cyberpunk has done a thing that we've complained about, and strikes are about. They have replaced a voice with AI, but it was agreed to by the family of the actor who plays Victor Vector.
Yeah.
So he passed away as a Polish actor. He also was the voice of Vesemir and Thaler in the Witcher series. His name is Milagos Rezik. I don't speak Polish, but I think that's close. Milagos.
No, before you ask.
I wasn't going to. Well, you're from Europe. You're supposed to know everything.
Dzień dobry.
Yeah, exactly. So,
God bless you.
So they talked to his family, and with the new Liberty City for Cyberpunk, they wanted Victor to be back because he's one of the best characters. He has a really cool character.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And so what they did is they had an actor act out the parts, and then they used AI to overdub the acted parts with his voice. And I guess I'm okay with that.
Here's the thing: if you want to extend a part and they've already agreed to it, it's not like they're cheating anybody out of money.
True, and the family agreed to it.
Yeah,
and maybe the family got compensated also.
I think the idea is like consent and monetary reimbursement is.
It's not we own your voice forever. It's
Yeah.
not that sort of thing. All right, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
I don't know why I went so great a path.
We don't have money. Are you really?
Yeah.
We're surrounded.
Don't answer, Chris.
Don't do it.
Chris, don't answer.
I want to see if he's
Don't
scared.
if it's you, don't answer. Don't answer. You've reached the
Hello,
helpline.
Christopher. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are you, man? We've no prizes to give you because there's nothing here. I mean, you can come in and shoot Lonzo with a Nerf dart.
No, you can't.
do
No,
that.
you can't.
It's not allowed.
Closed building. No, you cannot.
Oh, that's so nice.
He is very accurate. I guarantee you he's accurate. No.
I know he's accurate.
Yeah,
I know
no.
what he does for a living.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, listen, I'm going to go because I've got radio stuff to do. But I just said I'd say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Oh, yeah, we'll do what we can on that, all right? I get Lonzo. Lonzo can do it. Lonzo can definitely do it. Cool. Talking about.
What do you want?
Unblock his number.
He wants me. Oh, on
Unblock
the
on the texting.
Yeah. I got to remember how to do that.
Zed.
I think I know how to do
be
it.
Agent M.
Can't believe he actually.
Oh, no. Why am I doing it wrong?
I mean, if
You
anybody
get all
was-
happy with yourself, you're going to end up getting noobed. That's what's going to happen. Now,
don't worry, I know what'll calm you down.
too much fun here.
A trip to
okay?
New
You
Zealand.
know, I think the scones just made everybody happy.
Why did Charlie put in the scones, man?
Don't do that.
I'm not.
No. Yes, Odie will be in Raw because you know why? Odie can play an instrument, and I'm not going to tell you what it is that fits perfectly in that band. You'll just have to wait until the Upstate Pulse Christmas karaoke special if he remembered to practice, which I'm guessing he is not.
I haven't. No, I'm not even going to say
Yeah,
it.
we did have a discussion. We picked the song and everything.
Did we, though?
Yes, we did. I will remind you
Do
afterwards.
remind me again, yeah.
You picked the song. You let me hear a version of it. And I said, can you do that? And you said, yes, if I practice.
Yeah.
And it's your fault if you ain't practiced.
I will practice. I will practice.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what you said last week or whenever that was when we decided.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Make yourself some sort of reminder.
You tell me later. Tell me what the song is, and then I will
Okay,
practice.
I will tell you later.
All right. See how that works.
I can do a voice line for it. Odie, practice.
No, don't do that.
Odie, practice now.
No, don't do that.
Your music needs you, Odie.
Needs to be there.
I also do wake up alarms.
You're very welcome, Chris.
Wake up, the Huns are attacking.
Oh, no, not the Huns. Again?
They do that a lot.
Them Huns.
Is Chris's wife Polish?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, he says the Poles are great people. And that's why I said Jean Dobre, which is hello in Polish. Or
Maybe he just
Dobesenia
likes
is I love
Polish
you.
people.
I don't know. Man, I don't even know what's going on. What's going on, man?
Is
I don't know.
Dobesenia?
Was Matthew here?
I don't know what's
you.
going
Dobesenia?
on. No, Matthew was never here. You don't even go here.
He's a figment of our imagination.
Yes.
I'm about to press buttons.
Are you?
Possibly.
No, she's Pickens. I'm not saying a word about that.
In 8 seconds, I shall press a button.
We're moving on.
Is that the right one? I think it's the right one.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, time for a lightning round where we wonder, is Odie okay? We don't know. All right, so Netflix is opening physical stores where fans can binge merch, themed food, and live events. You guys in? You want to go to a Netflix store?
Buddy, are you okay? So, buddy, are you okay? Yeah.
So there will be things themed like Stranger Things, and they're also going to have like food shows going on at the Netflix store where you can go and sample food of a food show that's on Netflix.
I'd actually like a One Piece themed one.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for that.
That would be awesome.
Do they have like a chill out area?
I don't.
So you could go to Netflix and find the chill area.
I see what you're saying.
I think that's only just in
Josh Simon, Netflix Vice President of Consumer Products, said that the Netflix house will allow fans to shop for clothing, eat food themed around the company's entertainment franchises, and participate in live experiences such as an obstacle course straight out of Squid Game.
Very Betty there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Sorry about
But
that.
only one person survives that.
Exactly. All right. Dragon Ball
Z.
Daimo.
Throughout something no one was expecting.
That's
There
all
is
I
a
know.
brand new Dragon Ball series coming in 2024. It is Dragon Ball Daima. And somebody makes a wish and makes everybody young again. It's kind of like GT over again, but like everybody gets young,
Everyone gets chibied,
including Ox King.
which is funny.
Yeah, it is. And like there's like a part of the video of Goku and the Supreme Kai, like asleep.
Even
with one-
Supreme Kai is
Yeah,
a
it's
kid.
just so there are no words on it at all except for the dragon, except for Shenron. He's the only one who talks in the whole thing. So, and no plot points have been leaked or anything yet. So we don't know what it's about, but it's Dragon Ball. And
I have a dragon related chat up line from years ago when I was single, but I can't say it on air. But I'm just going to let people guess what it was.
Okay. All right.
The first bit that's clean is, do you like dragons? And I can't say any more after that.
All right. The Willy Wonka trailer part 2 is out and it is great. I laughed out loud several times because Hugh Grant is hilarious. He is so, and you know what?
Is there a second? There's a second.
Dude, it is so good.
I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet.
It's like 2.5 minutes long. There's a lot more Oompa
I'm
Loompa
going
to it.
Cue it up here for once we're finished.
It's not often where you get a feeling from a trailer where you're like, yeah, it's because, Willy Wonka was that movie for me when I was a kid because I was Charlie Bucket. So, so I could definitely
I can see Grandma just like making clothes soup.
All right, Monarchy Legacy of Monsters trailer is out. That's the one where tag on it. Why am I forgetting his name? Kurt Russell and his son. His son plays the younger him, and Kurt Russell plays the present him. It's in the monster universe with Godzilla and a bunch of stuff like that. It looks pretty good.
Godzilla.
If you liked any of those movies, it looks like it'd be a pretty good series. They're making a Halloween TV series. Are you interested in that at all?
I think they're kicking a dead horse.
I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility that it might be good.
The horse has been dead for a while.
Michael Myers is like eternally evil. I mean, I know they just killed him off. We didn't watch the last one.
He wasn't great in Shrek, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat just kind of ruined his career. Although I hear that he won awards for what was that? Studio 54, which I didn't watch.
Yeah, that was okay. That was not bad.
Yeah.
The last one he did, the one that was on Netflix, that was El Terrible.
Yeah, he looked really. That's not the Michael Myers we're talking about, though. But
I'll
still,
tell you that was Spanish for not great.
Yes.
Terrible.
Yes, it's
terrible.
It's very terrible.
Terrible.
Loki season 2, episode 2 just came out, and I don't know if it has the same mystery as the first season because you already know what's kind of going on. But I'm still liking it. I am.
Yeah,
Mobius is the show, and he was the first season.
I didn't. I stopped halfway through the first season. It lost all OD interest.
They lost OD interest. Mm-hmm. You refer to yourself that way?
In the fourth person.
Okay. All right. Is that like Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Is the OD kind?
Yeah. The fourth encounters of the OD kind.
Yeah, I don't want to be touched by OD. You know what does want to be touched by OD?
By an angel?
Yeah, it's a different kind of angel.
Can you describe where it was touched?
Yes. You know it does want to be touched? There are 3 scones left.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that before we end the show, thank Charlie James again for
hold on, we got to be sincere with this one.
Yeah, well, leave the lightning round music up.
It's there.
Yeah, I mean, stop messing with the format, Odie, usurper. So the scones are excellent. Usurper. And he brought in usurper. He brought in butter and whipped stuff.
Clotted cream.
Is what?
Clotted cream.
What makes it clot? Are you sure it's clotted?
Yes, 100%.
I don't see any red in there. I just don't. Well, I don't know what it is.
There's no chunky bits.
Not a hemorrhage.
What makes cream clotted?
It's because it is.
No, I mean, I'm sure it's a scientific term. I don't know what it means.
I will tell you on the Upstate Pulse next Saturday night at 7:00.
Why not? Thank you, Chris. It was an okay show. The scones were excellent, though. They absolutely were.
That's all I remember from this.
Yeah. We're going to leave and go. You know what? I don't remember what we taled about on the show, but them scones, man.
Those
things were really good. I got to make sure that I go take care of it.
When I'm doing the podcast tonight, it's just
scones.
Going to say
this is scones.
We ate scones.
Yeah,
or just scones.
Just scones. That's what I put. Hey, you have my permission. Just put scones on there.
We're going to be out of here by 9:05.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all the interaction on the text line and on the stream.
And the phone calls, which worked because phone calls are amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Joshua. We will be back next week with our special guest, Rob Young from Borderlands Comics and Games in South Carolina Comic-Con Jr. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Call us if you want to talk to Rob next week.
Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye.
You can't say it didn't work because it did.
It's a very small sample size. I want you to keep that in. Very small sample size. And we had trouble with the call. So,
it still worked, though.
We do have a policy where you're not supposed to let someone call back, but I let them call back. No, I did that.
The words were said, let them call back.
I did that because I wanted you to be right. Because I just saw a smile on your face.
You had the faith.
I wanted you to be right. And so I did it for you, Odie. Even though it went against me.
Because everything he does.
No.
There's no way.
Thank you, Mark.
Stop
it.
And no other could give more love.
He doesn't know the words. He does not know the words. All right.
I don't think that's it.
I don't think it is, but I like it.
All right, say goodbye, Scone Boy.
Goodbye, Scone Boy.
We need to say goodbye, other Scone Boy.
Goodbye, other Scone Boy.
And I also am a Scone Boy saying goodbye.
Scone Boys.
Scone Boys.